guys, so 2023 was quite good for us on the farm. First, we built a fence on the farm. It's a chain link fence with concrete posts. And what that means is that the biosecurity on the farm was increased. That means we don't have intruders, we don't have people, just randomly walking into the farm. And that increases the level of safety on the farm. It means that the likelihood of us getting diseases on the farm is very decreased because we are now safe and we can now concentrate on raising the chickens properly. But number two, I also built myself a house on the farm. Now it's quite a small house, but what that does is that it increases my comfort level on the farm. That means I can actually live on the farm and work from the farm. Before, when I used to come onto the farm, I would come and when I'm done working, I have to go and look for somewhere to sleep. But now I can actually spend time on the farm. Every time I come on the farm, I can sleep on the farm, do my work on the farm, and I know that over this period, I'm not going to be stressed, I'm not going to be worried, and everything is going to be successful. But also, number three, built a second chicken house. You can see the chicken house right there in the distance in the background. Now, this is the second chicken house that we built on the farm. It has the capacity to take 2,500 chickens, and actually we have 2,500 chickens on the inside of that house right now. Yeah, they're about to start laying. They're about 16 weeks and a few days old. But number four, in the distance, which might be quite hard for you to see, but behind the tanks, you can see that we built ourselves a feed mill. Now, a feed mill is where we store our feed. It's where we store all the maize. It's where we store and process all our food. Before, we were doing it in a small room, maybe 4 by 5 meters maximum in size. But that's a really huge feed mill. It's about 14 meters by 8 meters. And what that means, we can utilize that area to store a lot of feed in the wet season. After people have harvested and we've gotten maize around, we can buy a huge amount of maize and actually store it inside there without having a worry. So that means that our farm grew to commendable levels. But guys, that was only 2023. We don't glory in the past, isn't it? We always work towards the future. We always work towards improvement. And now, 2024, we have even greater goals. In 2024, our goal is to take this thing to even greater heights. So I'm going to be telling you guys what our goals for 2024 are. And I'm hoping at the end of the year, at the end of 2024, when we are coming back here and reviewing our year in progress, we shall have actually accomplished these goals. So let's go through them. So currently we have 3 chicken houses, 2 that you can see very clearly behind me, and 1 that's on my dad's land where I started out, which is actually a rearing unit. We only brood and raise chickens there up to about the 14th and the 15th week, and then we move them down here. Now, of the chicken houses that you see right there in the background, the one at the bottom, that one over there, is the only chicken house that actually has chickens that are laying. It has roughly 2,500 chickens inside there that are laying and they are giving us eggs. They are over 54 weeks old right now. So that means in a short while, they're going to be getting old and you're going to be getting rid of them. Now right there, we have another batch of chickens, which is actually just 16 weeks and a few days. So that means we only have 1 flock in production, only 2,500 birds in production. And that's why our profit was comparatively not too high. Now, I've actually made a video about how much profit I make on the farm, and I leave a link to that video right here. You can check it out. But our goal is to get to 7,500 birds in production by the end of the year. Now, that's really crazy, but it's doable. And what that means is that since the birds in this unit are about to get culled, in maybe 20 weeks or 25 weeks, we are going to get rid of them. What that means is that we immediately need to bring in a new flock of birds. And in the chicken house, which is next to my dad's place, where we've just gotten the birds out and brought them over here, we're going to be placing a new flock very, very soon. So we're going to be cleaning that place out and we'll place a new flock. And so that means we'll have 2 flocks in production very soon. But also, before the end of the year, we're going to build a 3rd chicken house right here, just parallel to the first chicken house, a 3rd chicken house, so that by the end of the year, we actually have 7,500 birds laying eggs. Can you imagine how much money we shall actually have? That's going to be crazy. Yeah, that's going to be really crazy. It's exciting me and it makes me really happy to know that we can grow in this regard. Now, of course, with a newer chicken house, it means that we're going to have to get more staff. We're going to have to get more staff. So I'm going to have to hire a few more people who will be working in the new chicken house and maybe an extra person to make sure that, you know, the guys get a few days of rest. So that's going to be the plan for 2024. Also, with a new batch of chickens, it means more feed. Yeah, currently each of these units at maximum consumption consumes about 250 kilograms a day. So that means with these 2 chicken structures, I consume 500 kilograms of feed a day. When I bring in another flock, I'm going to be at 750 kilograms, and soon I'll be at 1 ton of feed a day. So that means this structure over here is going to need to be more utilized. So currently, like I've told you guys, let's actually move in. Yeah, you're going to see that on the inside we don't have too much. Yeah, on the inside we just have a little bit of feed storage. Actually, we're even out of feed, so we're supposed to get a feed delivery today. The way we are doing it right now is that we are doing it as you go, because the prices of feed and maize are still coming down. So I don't want to buy too much maize, too much feed, and just store it for nothing. Yeah, so we are buying it as it comes. We just buy maybe 2 tons of maize, maybe 3 tons of maize. We utilize it because we know the price is going to come down even a little bit more. For example, right now I'm going to buy it a little cheaper than I bought it 2 weeks ago. So until the price comes really down, then I can start buying and storing in bulk. But you can see our feed mill right here. Yeah, let's get in. We'll open the lock, and when we get in, you can see the place. Yeah, so the maize, this is where we store the maize, on these pallets right here. It's completely done. Before, we had some maize also over there. This that you're seeing right down here is maize bran, and we pour it down because when it comes, it has a lot of heat inside it. So we pour it down so that, you know, we can conserve it and all the heat escapes. So that's why you see it all around the floor. Yeah, we just pour it down. Now this is feed that has been mixed. There are 2 different types of feed that we use. This feed that has been mixed, and also this is feed that has been mixed. This is our weighing scale right here that we use for mixing the feed. And this is limestone that we add into the feed to give us the calcium. And here are our bags of concentrate that we are currently using on the farm. So as you've clearly seen, we don't have any equipment inside here, and that's not a good thing. Yeah, we need to get a mill, a hammer mill that will actually hammer the maize and make sure that we don't have to spend money on the outside. But also, number 2, we need a mixer. A mixer will help us in that it reduces the amount of stress and the amount of work that goes on inside here. You know, right now we use shovels for mixing the feed. So we want to stop using shovels. So that's going to be another goal for us this year. By the end of the year, hopefully, we're going to have a hammer mill inside here, and we're going to have a feed mixer inside here, and that will reduce on the amount of work that the guys do, and it makes work quicker, more efficient, and speeds up everything. And then this one has me excited because I've failed at it for almost 2 years now, but I see it so close. Guys, by April of this year, we're going to have the Farm Up Academy ready. If you're listening to me, you're probably telling me, man, that's boring. You've talked about it for so much. Guys, by April of this year, we're going to have the Farm Up Academy online. Yeah, we're going to have the Farm Up Academy online. And so the classes are almost done. I've been working on them myself, and they're almost done. So we have to do the final touches, you know, all the other materials that are going to be needed, working on the website. And by the end of Jan, we should actually have the website online, and people can start pre-booking. And then by end of April, we shall actually have the Farm Up Academy ready to go. So this is something that I've worked on for a while. I've put a lot of passion in terms of getting the correct information and the correct details to make sure that people get all the information and all the details they need in order to start their farms and run their farms successfully, just like I started and ran mine very successfully. So this has really gotten me excited. That's just one of the things though. The other thing is, we want to set up a physical academy. So just next to where I am, you know, this farm is almost 3 acres. It's 2.8 something acres. There is a little bit of land at the top that I actually want to purchase, and actually also have a neighbor on my side who is willing to sell. Yeah, so I want to purchase these places and actually put a physical academy. We want to see if by the end of the year, we'll actually have started construction of structures where you guys can come from all around the world, it doesn't matter where you are, to actually come and do physical trainings on the farm. I get a lot of people sending you emails, sending me messages on Facebook, on Instagram, that you want to come over and do trainings, and guys, I don't have the facilities around, yeah? It's unfair to me, it's unfair to you to actually let you come here when there are no proper facilities, but it's also risky for me because it can bring diseases for me. So hopefully by the end of the year, that's going to be a goal for me, to actually put up structures, to put up facilities, so that people from all around the world can actually come to this farm and do proper training and learn how to farm better. So that one has also got me really excited. And then finally, it's going to be our goats project, guys, yeah? So you guys know that on this farm of mine, I have a small goats project at the bottom, you know, at my dad's place. Goat and sheep, yeah? I have a few goats and a few sheep. This year, we want to take it to another level, guys. There's a place where I actually managed to acquire some land, not so far away from here, maybe a few kilometers away from here. I managed to acquire some land, and I want to utilize that place to put a proper goats farm, yeah? Start with a few of them, maybe 20, and then see how we can grow, you know, maybe bring in some really nice goat breeds and see how we can grow and expand the farm. So that's also another thing that has got me so excited, and I honestly can't wait to see 2024 come to an end and see all the things that we'll have implemented. And if you've enjoyed this video, I believe you'll enjoy this video where I share how profitable my farm was in 2023, because in 2024 we want to double, triple, or even quadruple this figure.